Okay, friends, we're starting off in your most comfy seat. So whatever that means for you, you can even sit on something like a sweater or a blanket if this is not super comfortable. Some days it's not. Okay, but get yourself settled in. Think of maybe crossing your shins and putting your feet close to your knees. Okay. Sukhasana means easy seat, and hopefully it feels nice and easy. And then close your eyes down and sit up nice and tall. I'll just take a little time to breathe here and just settle in. As you begin to move into stillness, probably from a day of doing things, it might be a little jarring, and that's okay. Just notice that and bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice if thoughts come up. Okay, that's okay. Just watch the thoughts come up and watch them go. And you get to choose to just sit back and observe your breath. Observe how your body feels. And observe your thoughts the same way that you would watch little birds twittering in the bushes. You wouldn't try to change it. And you wouldn't get taken for a ride by it. You would just notice it and go back to observing. Deep, long, slow breaths. Taking the maximum inhale into your big rib cage. And cleaning out the maximum exhale. Clean all that old, stale air out. Hopefully you notice that just a few moments of breathing and being still, noticing how you're feeling, has had great softening effect on your shoulders, hopefully your hips, your face. And with each breath, continue to allow tension to drain out of your body. Think of it rolling off of you like rain. Perhaps put a slight tuck in your chin. Think of the top of your head lifting so your spine is extra long. And then maybe there's a little pull back in your belly button that accommodates a slight tuck in your tailbone. So the tailbone is maybe trying to point forward towards your shins. Okay, nice neutral spine. It's the spine we want to cultivate most of the time, this neutral spine. All right, friends, we'll start to move from here. We'll just start to twist a little bit, adding movement. So keep your long, slow breath. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed, too. Okay, as we inhale, arms up. And with your exhale, turn to the left. Okay, twist and look over that left shoulder. Drop your left fingers behind you and your right fingers in front. Simple little twist. Inhale through center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Twist to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Tap your fingers down. Inhale up. Exhale left. Keep it going. Okay, find a rhythm. Feel free to just keep your eyes closed and get lost in this movement. Notice the long, strong shape of your spine here. See if you could feel that. And feel your rib cage revolving on it so smoothly, okay? It's incredible. Your skeleton is so ingenious. It's amazing. Okay, so next time you twist out to the right, let's pause there and just breathe there. Okay, think of lengthening that spine, of course, as we would want to in any twist. And of course, looking over that right shoulder. And we'll take a few more breaths here. So maybe you'd like to move deeper into the twist by using that right knee in your left hand. You can grab onto it, but be gentle, please. Okay, good stretch on the back of your left shoulder. One more big breath here. And let go of that. Bring it back around to center. Over to the other side. So big breath in. Exhale over to the left and pause. We'll take some time to sink into this side. So close your eyes, lengthen that spine, and breathe deeply. The bigger you can breathe here, the better, friends. Okay, twists. They're great. We're massaging the whole spinal column and all of your back. Okay, also your rib cage moving from the inside. Great massage there. Your organs also getting detoxified and wrung out. Maybe deepen the twist, okay? Right hand to the left knee. Please accompany a deeper twist with deeper breath. Use your strong belly here. Each exhale pulls that belly into center. One more. Nice. Bring it back into center here. Big breath in. And exhale here. Drop your hands down in front of you. And at this point, maybe switch the crossing of your legs because we've been crossed for quite a bit. And just one more thing, okay, before we leave this crisscross position, walk your fingers out away from you, okay? As you walk them out, think of dropping your hips back behind you. So fingers walk out and then they press the floor. Keep those hips dropping back and away so that your spine feels long, especially in your low back. Breathe here. With each inhale, lengthen that spine. And with each exhale, push the floor away, press the hips down. Do your best to keep your shoulders away from those ears. All right, yogis, as you're ready, walk yourself back up out of this. Take your hands back up by your hips. Lean back on your hands and put both feet on the ground for some windshield wipers. Shaking out your legs. Okay, next time your knees point out to the right, pause right there, okay? And go ahead and sit up so that you can arrange your legs very intentionally out in front of you, okay? Take the right foot onto the left knee and point the left toes behind you so that you're looking out over your right shin. If you sit up, at some point your hips and shoulders will naturally just square off over that right shin, okay? And when you look down at the shape that your legs make, it looks like a little triangle shape, okay? That's it from the side. And I'll go ahead and face you straight on, but we're still in the same position, you and me. Okay, so I call this a mermaid shape, and it's a really great opener for your side body as well as your hips. So go ahead and drop your right hand beside you and push both knees into the floor to lift your hips up. You can do a big sweep of your left arm up overhead and a big breath in. And it makes a really good left side and left hip flexor stretch. Okay, exhale to bring it down. This time, keep your hips down. Just inhale the right arm overhead. Out to the left, right side stretch. Exhale to bring it down. Let's do that side to side a few times. So inhale up to the left, hips come up. Exhale down. Okay, this is a nice one to close your eyes. Inhale up to the right, hips stay down. And exhale down. Okay, find a nice little rhythm, just a sweet, slow, easy movement. You don't even need to look where you're going. You can just enjoy the sensation of spreading open the side body and your back body and your hip. Okay, maybe one more. Feels nice. Okay, it's a great stretch. And next time your hands are down, okay, you're back at center, just pause for a moment, okay? And we'll extend that left leg. So extend the left leg out to the left. Go ahead and drop the outer edge of the left foot on the floor. It should feel kind of nice in your ankle. So play around as you drop the arch and lift, or drop the outer foot and lift your arch. Okay, and then look at the left foot. Look at your right knee. Put your right hand over to the right so that's in line with the right hand and the left foot and the right knee. Okay, so they're all in a straight line. And then you can press yourself up. Little supported side plank here. So take a little time. Feel free to really spin and shimmy on that right knee so that the knee is under your hip and the right toes point back behind you. So take a little time there. Sometimes it needs some fidgeting. And then begin to actively push the floor away from you. So do your best not to sink into the right shoulder. Okay, be really active with it. Remember, it doesn't have to be so much strength, just gentle resistance. And let's start to move this left shoulder around. So activate that left shoulder, that's the one up top. And spread the fingers wide. We'll circle it out. So we have this really great left side stretch here. We opened up the left side a little bit with that mermaid movement. And in this supported side plank, we have a lot more space to expand into. Okay, make some really big shoulder movements now. You're using 100% of your shoulder range of motion, and do your best to isolate it. Don't let your rib cage come along. Now let's rewind it. Push through the palm. Push, 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 push. Okay, next time you reach up, pause there. Okay, right there. And we're gonna play around a little bit, just calling in a little bit of core strength. Okay, nothing too crazy. Okay, super important to actively engage your core every day, at least, so that you can balance out the strong low back. Okay, when we engage the core and the abs, we tell the low back it's okay to let go for a little while. All right, so come up on your right fingertips here. Draw that belly button into your spine and feel your core strength lifting you all the way up slowly so that your ribs are eventually over your hips. And then take a moment to arrange yourself, okay, in this one knee, one foot posture. Okay, we're headed into a really fun side opening posture called Parigasana, or gate pose. To get there, we need to move the left foot. So go ahead and pick up your left toes and then point them out to the left. And to do this, you might need to put a little bend in the left knee. As a matter of fact, even if you can extend the knee, put a micro bend in it so it does not lock. Okay. Go ahead and press the floor away from you gently. Make a nice long spine, belly button in, and start to reach out to the left here. Take your time. There's no rush at all. With your inhales, think of lengthening your spine. With your exhales, push the floor away from you. Okay, so much time. You can take your hand to your left leg here. You can use the thigh. Please skip the knee. And you can use the shin. You can even use your ankle. And that right arm might start to come up. And it might even start to reach over to the left here. Breathe deeply. Okay, what a fantastic stretch for the right outer hip, low back. Okay, remember to resist the floor very gently with your legs. Don't let them fall asleep. And lengthen that spine. Parigasana, gate pose. Okay, if you're feeling pretty good here, everything feels great, you're gonna really draw your belly button into your spine and think of pressing your hips out in the direction that you're looking. So out to the side of your space, maybe. All right, one more nice big breath here in this great side opener. Okay, start to bring yourself back out with that right hand. Slide the left hand back up, and then strong core. Let yourself down with control. Okay, right fingers back on the floor. And from here, just sit back down, back to a seat the way you came in. Okay, shake your legs out in some windshield wipers here. Okay, notice the hips and low back. Notice any differences between side to side. There's always going to be differences like that. Alrighty, next time your knees point to the left, pause there. And we'll build the same shape on this side. So take the left foot to the right knee. Okay, right toes point back behind you so that you just naturally end up facing over your left shin. Okay, looks like a little triangle. Okay, and your right glute might not be on the floor, and that's okay, no problem. Mermaid shape. So drop that left hand, press down into your knees, lift your hips, right arm up and over as you inhale. Exhale to bring it down. Other side, inhale. This time the hips stay down. And exhale, bring it down. Okay, close your eyes, take several more. Just enjoy. Should feel really nice. Remember to keep your shoulders away from your ears here, okay? Sometimes you'll notice when your hands go up, your shoulders try to come up too, but do the opposite. Hand goes up, shoulder goes down. So you're always creating that long spine that we're cultivating in this long journey of a yoga practice. Okay, friends, next time you are back at center, pause. And it's time for us to transition to supported side plank. So lean over to the left and lengthen that right leg. And play around with dropping the outer edge of that right foot to the floor, lifting the arch, nice ankle release. Okay, align your left hand with your left knee and your right foot, straight line, and then press yourself up. Supported side plank on the other side. Okay, take your time. Putting the left knee where it belongs, maybe pointing the left toes behind you. And then remember to gently push the floor down and keep your belly button engaging inward, okay? Doesn't have to be a lot of strength. A little goes a long way. Spread the right fingers, strong shoulders, right and left, and circle out that right arm. So remember to do your best to isolate the rib cage. Try not to let it move. Okay, notice the shoulder getting warmer. Range of motion getting a little easier and more fluid. And then rewind it. This time push through the palm. Okay, next time that hand points up, pause and strong core. Okay, belly button in, pulling the tailbone underneath you a little bit like you wanted to point it forward. Come up on your fingertips of your left hand and use core strength to pull all the way up to standing, or all the way up to one knee and one foot, okay? Preparing to go into Parigasana, gate pose. So check out the right foot. We need to move it. We need to externally rotate the whole femur. Did you feel that? That external rotation that just happened? And put the right foot on the floor. Micro bend the knee. We don't lock our joints anymore, guys, okay? I want to keep those joints safe. So arms wide, you have plenty of time. Push your legs into the floor and start to lengthen your spine to the right. Hold and breathe. There's no rush. Just keep telling yourself, push the floor down and lengthen and breathe. And then push the floor down some more. And then lengthen and breathe some more. At some point, maybe your right hand wants to come to your right leg. Please avoid the knee. Just skip it. Okay, you can even use the floor. That's nice. But find a shape where you can start to maybe sweep that right arm up and maybe even overhead to the left. Nice breath. Push the floor down. Okay, what a great left side opener. You can feel it from your left hip through that psoas, the hip flexor, all the way up to the back of your neck. So if this feels good and you're feeling pretty spacious in it, and you want to explore a little bit for your last few breaths, think of pressing your hips over to the side that you're looking at, side of the room. You want to accompany that with a pull back in your belly button. Okay, maybe last breath here in your gate pose. Come out slowly with the left hand reaching you out to the left. Okay, a strong core lowers you down with control. And then come back to a seat here. Lean back on your hands and shake your legs out. Windshield wipers. Okay, my friends. From here, grab your knees, okay? And just take a few rocks and rolls, just massaging out your back. Rock it down, roll it up. Should feel nice. If it's hard, if it's really kind of choppy and chaotic, try taking your knees and your elbows really wide and just creating more space to take up as you roll. Okay, mooshing out your spine should feel great. Next time you rock up, pause, put your feet down, and then take your hands behind you under your shoulders. So the fingers point at you. Drop to your elbows. And then take a moment just to make sure that your elbows really are under your shoulders. Sometimes they feel like they are, but they're actually somewhere else. So they're there. And then just use the floor. Start pressing down into the floor with your elbows. Think of pushing down on the floor. You want to lift your heart up high and breathe. That's all. So here in a fish pose, okay, it's so important for us to practice opening up the chest, lifting the heart, gently extending the spine, because we do spend so much time bent over in front of things, okay, in our culture. So if you are feeling pretty good here and you want to continue to explore more of a back bend, please keep a really strong tuck in your chin. So pretend that you're trying to hold something under your chin so that the back of your neck doesn't crinkle, okay? So hold something under your chin, keep the back of the neck super soft, and like that, start to drop your head. Lift the heart, tuck the chin, push the forehead, and breathe. So believe it or not, you should be able to talk and breathe here. So if you can't talk or breathe, come out and ease back in. Fish pose, okay? Great opening for your whole chest and shoulders. Let's take one more big breath here in fish pose. Okay, take your time pulling your chin back up into your chest. If you moved your head back, move your elbows out away from you. Come on down to your back. You can take your arms into windshield wipers here and maybe give your shoulders a little extra tuck under your heart, okay? Keep that heart open. And then let's take right leg over the left here and tuck right foot behind left shin maybe, or maybe not. You can single cross or double cross. And then with your toes on the ground, just start to drop your knees side to side. Nice and slow. Side to side. Close your eyes here. Okay, notice this nice twist happening as your hips move, okay? You can look away from your twist, looking away from your knees. Keep breathing. If you want a little more here, you can pick up your feet and float your knees more level with your hips. And just be a little deeper into the twist. So wherever you are, whether you have your feet on the ground or feet in the air, next time you drop your knees over to the left, let's pause there. Drop them to the left and then let's just be here for a little while. Now we may want to settle in a little more comfortably. And for that, maybe just pick your hips up and move them to the right. That's a lot better, right? And then look to the right. Look away from your knees. And breathe. Close your eyes. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Okay, on your inhales, think of lifting your chest. Okay, we'll take some more time here. So really dome the chest upward. Okay, as if you're trying to push the floor down and lift your heart up. Strong exhales in your belly. Maybe last breath here. Roll the legs through center, but don't uncross them yet. Leave them just like they are. Right leg crossed over left. Let's drop them to the right and see how that feels. Okay, drop them to the right. Notice it's a little bit awkward. Then you can just move your hips over to the left. Okay, keep your shoulders to the right. Move your hips to the left. There, that's a lot more fluid. Then you can look to the left and just breathe. Close your eyes. Remember, arch your spine up as if you're trying to do a back bend here. Think about it that way. Big breaths into your chest on your inhales. Strong belly exhale. Remember to keep your shoulders moving away from your ears here. And you can use your upper body to resist the floor too in your twist. Take a couple more breaths. Sometimes just giving the postures time to work is the best thing. As you're ready, roll yourself out and untangle your legs. Shake them out in the air. You can circle out your ankles. Circle both ways. Let's do figure eights. Figure eights with your toes. A little challenging. And reverse the figure eights. Okay. Okay, and now drop your feet back to the floor and we'll cross the legs the other way. So now the left leg will cross over the right. Single cross, maybe double cross. Toes down, we'll drop the knees side to side. All right, just feel out this side. Notice if it's different from the other side. More than likely it is. Okay, if you're feeling pretty good about this, you can pick up your feet and hover the knees side to side. Okay, next time you drop the knees to the right, pause there and let them fall. Okay, maybe want to replace your hips. You can pick them up, move them to the left, and then the twist is a lot nicer. Take your time here, just hold and breathe. Remember to dome that chest upward, find a back bend in the twist. Right, remember that strong belly exhale that we're looking for. Use it to clean out your body with each breath. Take a few more breaths here. This twist is gently recalibrating your spine and balancing all the musculature of your torso, cleaning your organs, massaging them. Okay, let's bring the legs through center. Keep them crossed like they are, please. Left over right. Don't change that. But drop them to the left. Okay, maybe move your hips to the right. Drop the legs to the left. And breathe here. Okay, look to the right. Find that twist all the way up your spine. All right, dome the chest upward here. Find a nice long breath. Take your last few breaths here, yogis. Just wringing out your whole body. All right, bring it back in. Untangle your legs. Stick them back in the air one more time. Circle the ankles. And then see if you could lower your legs to the floor really, really, really slowly. You could take your hands by your hips as kind of a brace if you want to. And maybe soften your knees, but slowly. All right, when your legs land, it's time to relax. So go ahead and find Shavasana, long arms and legs. Slow your breath and let it just be natural breath. No more controlling inhale and exhale. No more controlling your body's activation or any kind of resistance or strength. Just let your body be. Allow yourself to rest in awareness of all the nuances of your breath and the sensations in your body. And watch your thoughts the way you would watch beautiful clouds or birds. And please give yourself as long as you can just to rest like this and be and let your practice soak in. This is where I'll leave you for our time today. Thanks so much for joining me.